And welcome to Common Sense TV. If this don't get you upset, you don't even have a pulse. I'm just saying. Certain things ought to really get you aggravated, and this next story should do that. I'm your host, the Doctor of Common Sense, E.T. Williams. Please visit the website at www.whateverhappenedtocommonsense.com. I don't know if you've heard this story now, but it's about a Italy court who overturns the case of a child molester. They call him a pedophilia. He was convicted of having sex with an 11-year-old girl. He's 60. She's 11. He was convicted of having sex with a, quote, 11-year-old. Guess what they gave him? They only gave him 5 years, a grown man having sex with an 11-year-old. He's a social worker. His name is Pietro Liberta. He is a social worker in Catanzaro, the southern Italy. He was convicted on February 11th and sentenced to 5 years in prison for sexual acts with a minor. It ain't no sexual acts with a minor. This SOB raped a child. She's 11. But that ain't even the worst part of the story. It's bad enough that he only got 5 years. The judge and the jury should be locked up. As a matter of fact, anybody associated with this case need to be ashamed of themselves. That was bad enough that they only gave this pervert 5 years for having sex with an 11-year-old. But to make things worse, it's now been overturned. He's going to be retried. Now get this. He's going to be retried. Now, this is the kicker now. He's going to be retried because they didn't take into consideration that the 11-year-old was in love with him. You have to be freaking kidding me. She's 11. What the hell they know about love at 11? This perverted individual who needs to have his testicles cut off, need to have himself, after he's castrated and tortured, put him in the most violent penitentiary you can find. Yes, that's unloving. Thank you very much for my unlove. It's unloving for a grown man to be sleeping with a freaking 11-year-old. And it's even more disturbing for you to even try to defend a perverted man who will sleep with an 11-year-old. You can't trust these perverts around your children. I'm telling you. Because any man 60 years of age shouldn't even have it on his mind that he's going to have sex with a child. This pervert sits there and molests this 11-year-old. They only give him 5 years because he don't really think he done anything wrong. And evidently, the court system and the judge and those involved don't think he did anything wrong, because now they are reconsidering that the 11-year-old may have been in love with him. Who, if I was the judge, if I was in the court system, you even bring that defense to me, I'm gonna pistol whip you. What? Okay, let me get this right. You his lawyer, and you want me to reconsider the fact that the 11-year-old may have been in love with the 6-year-old. Is that what you want me to reconsider? I would just start pistol whooping you right there. You have to be out. I'll lock you up. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you more time than him, because you must be more mentally disturbed than this pervert. You want me to consider the fact that an 11-year-old, I said she was 11. They still playing with Barbie dolls. I don't even think they had their menstruation cycle yet. Most of them have it. They don't even know right and wrong defined in the way we know it. Yes, they know the difference between right and wrong, but I'm saying as a whole, they don't have the gist of what life is about. They still have their innocence. But this 60-year-old pervert destroys all her innocence by being a perverted, deranged, freaking animal, and decides to carry on a relationship with the 11-year-old. What is the parents? Because I couldn't be the father. I guarantee you I couldn't be the father. Mr. Pietro Liberta would have got strangled with some spaghetti after I got through stabbing him with the dinner fork. got to be out your freaking mind, boy. This man has sex with the 11-year-old. The court system says we need to give him another trial because we didn't take it into consideration that the young girl was in love with him. Well, she may have been, because 11-year-old don't realize how wrong things are most of the time at 11 years old, you freaking idiots. But they says, let's take this in consideration, you know. He's a nice guy. I hate when they say stuff like that. A pervert sleeping with a child, they want to tell you how nice of a guy he is. Of course he's nice. He got to pretend like he's nice so he can molest children. He gives all the children candy in the neighborhood. Of course he does. Fool, don't come around my kids, no candy. But Italy's Supreme Court ruled the verdict did not sufficiently consider the consensus, the existence of an amorous relationship, a mutual relationship, the absence of physical force, the girl's feelings of love. They didn't consider the absence of feelings. Yeah, because he can persuade an 11-year-old to have sex with him and the girl's love for him. Boy, I'm telling you, the world has gone completely mad. We have freaking lost our damn mind up in here. Take into consideration her feelings in the absence of physical force. A grown man can talk a child into having sex with him. It is something deranged, demonic about us. When we even trying to rationalize having sex with children, I don't give a rat's behind who you are. You having sex with children is something wrong with you. I mean, it's something mentally wrong with you. I said it before. I don't think child molesters can be rehabilitated. I don't even want you rehabilitated, especially as my child. Now, I want you all who may even consider trying to defend this freaking animal. If you don't have no children, I don't even want to hear from you about how you think it's okay. If you have children, consider this grown man with your child, if they're not reached 11 yet, or when they was 11, or when they become 11, this grown 60-year-old social worker violating your child. Do we even have to discuss this? Is it even worth considering? Really? God Almighty.